Hi, I'm Nikita. Today we are going to be painting a couple of bags with watercolors. So join me in today's tutorial to do that. So here I have drawn a couple of different types of bags, and in the first tote bag I'm taking a color of orange, and it's a single mid-tone that I have taken and using some water to lighten it out towards the right side and leaving a few portions on the left pretty dark. So this is a very simple and easy style of coloring with watercolors. The second shade that I have added is red. So in this case I haven't waited for the bottom layer to dry out. It's also because it helps to blend in much faster. You could wait for the bottom layer if your bottom layer is extremely wet. In that case you can wait for it to dry a little bit. Here for the next bag I am using nice green. It's a bluish green, cerulean green it's also called as. Again, a similar technique, adding a darker shade of green and then using just water to spread it and blend it out. So this helps to also give you an idea of which areas you might need to darken, and it also makes it easier to fill in a lot of details. The second one is a slightly darker shade of the same color. So how do you get a darker shade and a lighter shade? Is you add more water, you'll get a lighter shade. You add less water and you'll get a slightly darker shade. Now for the bucket bag, I'm using a yellow ochre. Again, let's assume the light is coming from the right side, hence the left side is darker. Using water to slightly blend this in. This is also so it doesn't stand out and look a little unblended. Darker color again of the same thing, slightly darker. To show a filled in effect, you'll create curvilinear lines. Blending again with water. We are now starting with the clutch, and I'm going to use a really nice blue to create this one, and for the links of this we'll use a nice yellow. Similar style. In this I'm going section by section, which makes it kind of easier to paint it. Also because the top layer is kind of creating a shadow at the bottom layer. We'll use some yellow to add in for the links of the handle. And now I'll move on to the next one. For this I'm going to use a nice red. In this one, if you notice, the drawing is kind of a geometrical structured one. So wherever there are lines, I make it slightly darker over there and slightly lighter in the areas otherwise. So this will help to give it a good highlight. So this is a very easy trick, something that you should keep in mind. Wherever there are lines, you could always add in more darker color over there, but don't forget to blend in. If you don't blend in, it will look extremely patchy and that will not give you a very nice effect. For the last one, I'm using yellow. So with yellow it's kind of tricky. Even if you do run it down, it sometimes doesn't give you light and a mid-tone kind of a struck feeling. So you can always use a yellow ochre to add the shade or the shadow in this case. And here is the last part of the handle. So please do try it out. I hope you had a fun time today.